This is the Barbados Today afternoon news for Tuesday, July 4th. Thank you for joining us. I am Marie-Claire Williams. The CEO of the Queen Elizabeth Hospital, Dr. Dexter James, is lamenting the impact of the upsurge in vehicular accidents and violent attacks on the hospital's operations. In an interview with Barbados Today, James said this is a serious public health issue.
Well, it drives our resources because we then have to now leave a lot of elective work and attend to emergencies and urgent conditions associated with it. Needless to say that such patients may require rehabilitation. Their homes need to be retrofitted to make sure that they could sort of navigate their homes, and of course the disability benefits that it brings to them. This again is personal responsibility. We require to manage all cases, but if you drive recklessly on the roads and you get involved in accidents, then it puts a lot of pressure on the hospital, because of course it will require urgent surgery to be done and the necessary levels for rehabilitation.
Dr. James's comments come in light of the QEH's efforts to control costs. The Martindale's Road Health Institution currently operates with a $150 million transfer from government, but James says they need about $35 million more to run the facility.
So it is difficult for me to conceive a further curtailment of the budget to the Queen Elizabeth Hospital without there being a commensurate curtailment in services. Now, you've gotten a population who's grown accustomed to, and I would say, a very high quality package of services, secondary and tertiary care services over many years. And therefore, any reduction in the budget at the hospital will certainly lead to outcomes that might not be acceptable to the population. Because firstly, we're going to have to align the services that we can provide with the reduced resources that would come our way based on the reduction.
CEO of Rubis West Indies, Mauricio Nicholls, says the FTC ruling on the planned sale of the Barbados National Terminal Company Limited to the Sol Group is a victory for Barbadian consumers. In an initial ruling dated June 14, the FTC rejected the $100 million sale of the BNTCL, which is owned by the Barbados National Oil Company. The FTC says the decision was based on the grounds that portions of the January 31 deal were essentially unlawful.
It's a preliminary ruling against the transaction, and I'm very glad the FTC has seen the negative effects of this transaction and has taken the view that the transaction would not be good for competition and would not be good for consumers. So we're very happy about that. The FTC has understood all of the negative implications that the transaction will have, and based on it, they have decided to make a preliminary decision to reject the transaction.
The Community Development Department is now offering courses at the technical, vocational and educational training levels. Social Care and Community Development Minister Steve Blackett made the announcement yesterday at the opening of the Baywoods Resource Center in St. James.
Back in 2009, the department moved from merely offering basic training in information technology to training geared at income generation. This year, the Cabinet has approved the introduction of an additional 15 new courses into the program. These courses are targeting young school leavers with few academic qualifications, small business persons and entrepreneurs, line workers and persons who wish to rebrand themselves or learn a new marketing or marketable skill. It is laudable that the department has attempted to match the course content of its new offerings with that of a similar courses certified by the Technical and Vocational Education and Training, better known as the TVET Council. As we move forward in 2017, the department will continue to fulfill its mandate of contributing to the computer literacy of Barbadians. It will seek to innovate and expand the community technology program to provide greater access to the information communication technologies. The department will also aspire to remaining relevant through the rebranding of its course offerings to meet emerging needs and trends.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Who call and get your yams and potatoes? Wait, my girl, how you want to see you for long?
I can't how you keeping, but you don't sell the nation paper no more.
But that paper is selling. This month now I stop selling that. Look, one time I would have make a little dollar on the Sunday sun. But when Sunday night, I still trying to get the weather there.
Well, you know you can't call that the Sunday sun no more. You gotta call that sunset news. Call at no time that news stale.
People complain that them ain't got nothing in it to read and the price keep going up all the time. A woman abused me so sick the other day, telling me that she does read Barbados Today online for free. I can't take that abusing soul, so I switched to my potatoes and yams.
Well, let me tell you, if pork selling, you got to raise pigs. How much for the yams?
Oh, 75 cents a pound.
But that's cheaper than that stale news. Give me...
How much you want?
a pound.
Only a pound? Anyhow, these eating real good. Let me wrap them up for you. Come.
The Barbados Today, news you can trust.
We're back with news from the region, and we go to Belize, where a court has ordered soca artist Dexter Garcia to pay over $8,000 after ruling that she personally injured a man while gyrating on him at a concert nearly 2 years ago. Fernando Oliver filed a civil claim against Dexter, claiming that she jumped on him and ruptured his bladder as she performed at the Carnival Overload concert. He claimed he was called on stage to dance with her, and the court was also told that she said, "If you is a bad boy, I will treat you bad." Court documents say, on the encouragement of the crowd, Dexter jumped on top of him in a move closer to wrestling than soca, and Oliver was rushed to hospital for emergency treatment immediately after leaving the stage. When he recovered, he sued Dexter for personal injury, and the court ruled that she should pay. And finally, North Korea says it has successfully test-launched an intercontinental ballistic missile for the first time. It flew a trajectory that experts say could allow a weapon to hit the U.S. state of Alaska. The launch comes days before G20 leaders are due to discuss steps to rein in Pyongyang's weapons program. North Korea's state media says the launch was ordered and supervised by the leader Kim Jong-un. It sent the rocket 933 kilometers, reaching an altitude of over 2,800 kilometers over a flight time of 39 minutes. That's news this afternoon. You can get more on our website, www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. You can find us on Izumi Media in bus terminals and Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. Or you can tune into Mix 96.9 FM. I am Mary Claire Williams. Good afternoon.